Here's a starter video for the Chapter 2.2 outline. Remember to tell your computer that you wish to outline. Select the style that you want. Type in the chapter section. And I like to put sort of a made-up title here. Forgive the extra noise. I have two feathered friends here. One of them is interested in my breakfast, and the other is eating the textbook. Please read along with me in your textbook on page 43. Have you ever heard of a game called 20 Questions? In this game, your goal is to identify the identity of an object that another person is thinking of by asking questions about the object. The other person can respond with only a yes or a no. If you can identify the object after asking 20 or fewer questions, you win. If you still can't figure out the object's identity after asking 20 questions, you may not be asking the right kinds of questions. What kinds of questions should you ask? You might find it helpful to ask questions about the properties of the object. Knowing the properties of an object can help you determine the object's identity, as shown below. You see some information, some people talking and asking questions. So if I were to consider everything I just read, plus the picture, I might say this. And that's pretty much the only thing that I think is important from the introductory paragraph. So now I'm going to move on to the good stuff, and I'm going to remember that the introductory paragraphs are just meant to trigger interest in the reader, and all the really important stuff to outline is yet to come. Physical properties, that appears to be our first blue section, so I have it all capitalized here. And I'm just going to remind myself that it's a blue section. Some of the questions shown above help the asker gather information about color, is it orange, odor, does it have an odor, and mass and volume. Could I hold it in my hand? Each of these properties is a physical property of matter. A physical property of matter can be observed or measured without changing the identity of the matter. For example, you don't have to change what the apple is made of to see that it is red or to hold it in your hand. So I see some vocabulary here. So I'm going to press Command B. If you don't have a Mac, that would be Control B to activate bold. Pluto seems to agree. Whoops. There. And then an example I'll throw in here. That takes care of the first page, believe it or not. And what I know about section 2.2 is that there is a lot of information in the pages to come. Make sure that you carefully study the requirements of this outline on the top of your rubric. It tells you what you have to include and also what you can skip. Also remember to use the outlining help sheet, which is linked to the Helping Friendly document. Hope this was helpful.